Venezuela has entered a new phase of political upheaval as interim President Deli Rodríguez begins releasing prisoners once jailed under Nicolás Maduro. The move, framed as a gesture of appeasement, has drawn sharp attention from Washington, where President Donald Trump claims credit as well as signals U.S. leverage over Caracas. Now, with rights groups estimating up to about 1,200 political detainees still behind bars, these releases mark a pivotal moment in Venezuela's fraught transition, balancing domestic demands for justice with international pressure as well as shifting diplomatic ties. Here's the report.
Venezuelans were waiting for more political prisoners to be released. Interim President Deli Rodríguez has begun to free prisoners jailed under Maduro, saying a large number would be released in a gesture of appeasement for which Washington took credit. Rodríguez, vice president under Maduro, said Venezuela would take the diplomatic route with the United States, with President Donald Trump claiming it was in charge of the South American country. Rights groups estimate there are 800 to 1,200 political prisoners held in Venezuela. President Donald Trump has welcomed the start of Venezuela's release of political prisoners while issuing a reminder to Caracas about expectations and U.S. leverage. He added that he hopes those freed would remember how lucky they got that the U.S. came along and did what had to be done, and warned that forgetting will not be good for them. The release of hundreds of political prisoners in the South American country is a long-running demand of human rights groups, international bodies and opposition figures, including Nobel Peace Prize winner Maria Corina Machado, who has several close allies imprisoned. Meanwhile, U.S. Treasury Secretary Scott Bessent has indicated that additional U.S. sanctions on Venezuela could be lifted as soon as next week to facilitate oil sales, and that he will also meet next week with the heads of the International Monetary Fund and World Bank on their re-engagement with Venezuela. On the other hand, ousted President Nicolás Maduro claimed he was doing well in jail in New York. His son, Nicolás Maduro Guerra, said in a video released by his party on Saturday. Bureau Report, DD India.